Hey guys, it's Christy coming to you from Zen 10 Lotus Tarot, and I just wanted to talk with you today about some things that I've been channeling lately, and I just wanted to try and transmute some energy for you, give you a little story of mine to help you get on that path if you're feeling in that the kind of energy that I'm picking up. A couple cards that I chose for you to start with are Believe. The first one's Believe. We don't give ourselves a lot of credit, do we? I mean, it gets very easy to get into a habit of not believing in ourselves for whatever it is. And it's like we can do a lot of self-sabotage in that process of not believing in ourselves, or not believing in an idea, or not believing in the ability to shift, and not believing in the ability to change anything in our life, in the inability to trust ourselves in that process, whatever that process has to be in order for things to change. Biggest lie I've ever told in my entire life, is just simply 2 words. And I've been thinking about this for probably about a week, and just wasn't sure how to put it into the right words, or to give you the right testimony of my own self-sabotaging behaviors, or my own ability, to get stuck, in anything, whether it's stuck in my own head, whether it's stuck in the past, whether it's stuck forward movement thinking, even into the future. You can get stuck in that anxiety of it, just the not knowing, the not full capability of trusting or having faith in something, right? So the biggest lie that I ever told is only 2 words. Huge sentence. Affected my life for a lot of years. Held a lot of clout in my life, a lot of weight. And sometimes that can be learned, right? It's something that we decide for ourselves. This lie that a lot of us tell, and I'll get to that lie in a minute, but you first have to think about this. I've believed this lie. I've exuded it. I've inspired others to prove me right in the matter. I've convinced others of it. I've done a lot of regression because of it. I've gone back and forth in my head about it. But it is a big lie, and it has affected my life in a lot of ways. And I'm sure that this same lie could be affecting you right now. You in your goals, in your dreams, in your aspiration. It can hold you back from your own transformation, from your own growing, from your own learning, from your own ability to evolve. And it's very simple, 2 words. I can't. Think about it. How many times have you said it? How many times have you felt it? How many times have you shared it, even in body language with others? You may not have said it directly, but you've fibbed it in your body language. You've allowed others to think it about you, that you can't in anything. And where does it come from, Well, a lot of places, a lot of things, a lot of experience, right? Comes from low self-esteem, comes from lack of self-worth, lack of knowing, lack of awareness of who we truly are in this world, not recognizing our own power within us to create anything that we want in our life, right? Anything. Any change we want in our life, any kind of goals we want to achieve in our life, any kind of dreams or aspirations that we have for ourselves. This can be very simple, folks, like simple stuff. I can go back, OG time, way back in the day, and I can say that a million times I've allowed those 2 words, that sentence, to come out of my mouth about a lot of things in my life. I can't learn to tie my shoes, kindergarten, And I mean, that was overwhelming as a kindergartner. And I could tell you that I thought, I just can't learn how to tie my shoes. I don't get it. I can't wrap my head around it, you know? And I can't ride a bike without training wheels. I'm too scared, you know? And I could never be a dancer. I can't, because I don't have frankly, like, the skills or you know, the body frame or the figure of a dancer, you know, like what I would picture this graceful dancer to be. Totally not graceful, you know. I can't. And you know, I mean, we could go on all day, you know, of things that we've told ourselves we can't on, right? But here's the thing: you can, when you try, when you believe, when you begin to shift, when you begin to realize that by learning, growing, evolving, trying, putting in the effort, practice, action, changing your story to I can, you know, I can, and I will. And even if I don't succeed in that endeavor, I will have grown somehow, some way, something will have birthed from my ability to try in anything, to can in anything, to believe in anything, to hope in anything, to overcome in anything, you know? And I mean, think about it. Think about some of the I can'ts in your life. Go way back, you know, back in the day. Pick up that reference book, go through it. What are some things that you have convinced yourself and others even that you can't do? And now it's time to start changing that story. It's time to start reevaluating that reference book and doing some editing, right? We're going to edit the things that we think we can't do and begin trying, and begin learning, and begin shifting the story to something different, to something that's that creates hope, that creates curiosity, that creates fun, that creates that passion within us to prove ourselves wrong in the matter. Because at the end of the day, yo, that's the only thing that matters. Are we challenging ourselves? Are we living to the best of our potential? Are we doing the things that light us up in this life? Are we doing the things that catch us on fire, you know, that keep us up all hours of the night, you know, to figure it out, to figure out how you can? Is it, and I don't know what it is for you, and I literally want you to get a, you know, book and start writing shit down. Like, what is it that you have convinced yourself you can't do? And how can you begin to change that story? How can you rewrite it? How can you, and it's like, there's nothing that's insignificant in that endeavor for you. Like I literally started thinking, like, I convinced myself when I was 5 years old that I'd never be able to draw. And guess what? I have never learned how to do? Draw, you know? But not because it's something that I put a whole lot of passion, time, effort, and energy into to figure out. Maybe if I could. I just said I can't, and I didn't. And the thing is that's true for anything that we've attached that lie to in our life that we can't do. That's our ego talking. That's, hey, if I can't be the best at it, I don't want to be it at all. You know, if I can't do it the way I want to do it, and I can't be perfect at it, then guess what? I'm not even going to try. I'm not even going to learn. I'm not even going to practice. I'm not even going to read some books about it. I'm not going to learn about it. I'm not going to grow and try and figure out a way that I could, you know? And that's our own inner self-saboteur that we talked about. And it's like, today I'm encouraging you, you know, believe in a different story for yourself. Quit telling fibs, you know, they're just not true, you know. And the most important person that you've ever convinced of that lie is you. You've convinced yourself, you know. And there's nobody to blame in that matter but yourself. What are you willing to do today in order to believe and have faith in the idea that you can try and do and achieve and become and evolve in any way you choose to put effort forth towards, you know? Which is so comforting to know, is that we have a choice in the matter, that we have the ability to shift, that we have the ability to change, that we have the ability to decide that shit stops here, you know, and begins this way in a different direction. Because that story, that fib, that lie, that bullshit, I can't, no longer is your reality. You know, you're no longer staying in that mindset. You're going to shift it, and it's a choice. It is a choice. So for me, think of some things that you've told yourself you can't do. And this can go deep, you know, deep. It can be about love. It can be about business. It can be about family. It can be about goals, dreams, aspirations, business plans, things you've always wanted to do when you were a kid before you became who you are today. What are some of those things that as a kid lit you up that you just were like, I can't, and so you never did? And here you are, you know, mid-40s, like, what the F? Why didn't I ever try? Because I never did. I never even tried. So that's how you can get that spark back in who you are from your heart and soul space, is remembering who you were before you became who you are. You know, because we can get bored with life. We can get passive with life. We can let the days tick by without ever being passionate. And it's like, that's where we fall into that trap of autopilot, of not being excited about anything, that apathy mindset. Oh, well, whatever, who cares? You know, start caring about your own life, you know? Start caring about your own passion. Start caring about what you want to unfold for the rest of your life, you know? We ain't getting no younger, yo. Here's the thing, you know? We only got so much time on this earth, and we never know what the heck, how long we're going to be here. We don't know if we got 1 hour or 10 years or 50. Who knows? But you better get busy today, starting to think about today, this moment, this time frame. What can you do today to make yourself excited about life? You know, that's where we should be living, in that space of excitement, in that space of wonder, in that space of curiosity, in that space of excitement for what could be, you know, and what we've always dreamed of, what we always wanted for ourselves, what we always imagined our life to be, and start changing that lie of I can't to I can, I will, and I'll grow even if I don't succeed at it. You know, I'll grow mentally, I'll grow you know, with passion, and I'll grow with curiosity, and I'm on to the next idea. And you know, that's the thing, when we're inspired, when we're passionate about life, there's no end to the things that unfold because of that excitement, that high vibing energy, that curiosity, that willingness to learn things, to try things, to do things, to take action. You know, it's the biggest thing. We can sit back and think about it all day. We can read about it all night. We can dream about it in our dreams all the time. But what are we doing to take action? What are we doing to change a story? What are we doing to try? What are we doing to can instead of can't? You know, a poem that really stuck out for me when I was thinking about all this, and trying to put it together in a way that would try and hopefully inspire you today to try something. Remember something about yourself that you lied about, that you can't do, you know, and just try it. Can it today, you know? I can today. I'm going to try today. I'm going to grow today, one way or the other, because I'm going to remember that passion that I had within myself before I lied and believed that I can't, you know? But a great poem to look up if you get the time. It's just so wonderful. It's like Do Not Love Half Lovers, and it's by Khalil Gibran. And one of the things is, do not live half a life and do not die a half death. You know, we can easily get distracted by things that don't excite us in life, you know, things that don't get that fire started in our heart and soul space. And it's like, don't live a half life, you know? Don't, because that's only going to lead you to die a half death, where you're unfulfilled, where you're not, you're going to be on your, you know, as a nurse, I can tell you that the most heartbreaking conversations I ever have had with people is on their deathbed, where they tell you all the things they didn't do, all the things they regretted, all the things they never tried, all the things they said I can't do and lied to themselves about. Because nothing inspires you more to get busy on living than when you're dying. And so, how about you get started today before you're even on that path? You know, nothing holds us back. We have a choice in every moment of our life, and every tick of that clock, on what we're going to do with those moments. Are we going to take action? Are we going to do something different? Are we going to remember who we are from our heart and soul space and start living from that space? Because guess what? That's where fulfillment is. That's where love is. That's where compassion is. That's where energy can shift when we start to share that kind of energy, that loving, caring, giving, excited, passionate energy with others. That inspires them to be like, let me start thinking and doing and canning some things that I said I couldn't do, you know? And it's like, then it becomes like a unfolding of like a domino effect of sunshine, you know, and goodness. It's like paying it forward to others, because even when you don't realize it, even for every 10 haters you have because of it, it's like you have another person who gets inspired and takes action on becoming less apathetic about life and more excited about it, you know? And then that in turn moves forward to someone else in their life. And then they're inspired to do something different with their life. You know, instead of harming people, we're helping people. Instead of hating life, we're celebrating life. Instead of speaking yuck on people, we're hugging people, you know? And it's like, you just don't know what one person, what a shift in one energetic being can do for the rest of the world. So I'm not throwing any cards out today because I just wanted to get this message out there. It's super, it's been growing inside me for the last couple days, and I just wanted to get it out to you as best as I could. I'll be on here later doing some things. I got a couple of errands to run and stuff like that, but I will definitely get on here later and do some readings for you. So I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. Don't live a half life today. Start canning instead of canting. And I hope you have a beautiful afternoon. Bye.